Hello and welcome everybody to a new little project I'm starting. I've decided it would be kind of fun with how much things are changing, how many things we're launching, all the things going on regarding my channel and content creation, whether on Twitch or YouTube or wherever, and changes to the Discord and everything. I thought it'd be fun to maybe start a little Sunday update series where we go over basically what happened the past week and what's to come. This first one's going to be a bit quick and dirty. I ran out of time. It's Sunday. It's 6 a.m. Sunday, and I wanted these to be out in the morning, and it still has to upload and then process to HD, which takes a minute. I could have allotted my time better, but here we are. Okay, so why don't we dive into some of the big things that happened? One of them being the Mr. Toucanit Fallen PumpKing private server launched. I've gotten quite a few questions regarding this server, so I want to clarify a few things. I will still be playing on the public server, which I have some information regarding that and questions I've received regarding the public server that we'll go over next. Definitely will still be on my public server. The private server is purely for supporters, people who subscribe on Twitch or become a YouTube member or in Discord once I turn it back on, become a Discord supporter. And there's been a couple questions. So some people have donated a decent chunk. Oh man, a good amount of money to me during some streams. And in Discord, in my server shop, there's a lifetime supporter, which is $50. And I do want to clarify that to the best of my tracking, I'll do my best to keep track of it. But if you have donated $50 or more, I'm just giving you lifetime supporter. You don't need to subscribe on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. And there's a few people that fall under that category. And I'm going to make a role on Discord for the lifetime supporters. The problem I have right now is there's technically a role for anybody that purchases the Discord shop lifetime supporter. However, I can't just give that role to anybody. It's only if they've purchased that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a second role of assigned lifetime supporters. And for those who don't know, if you choose to support me and are super kind and gracious to do that, on the public server, you gain more claim and force load chunks. You gain access to any of my whitelist servers that aren't purely for friends, which more news on that soon. And you support the channel and you support me because I may be a small YouTuber, but the things I'm trying to do are not cheap. The amount of hosting I do and work that goes into it definitely has a cost, without a doubt. So to join that server, you just have to be a supporter. You have to have an active Twitch subscription or YouTube membership or Discord membership or be a lifetime supporter, and you can join that server. And if you don't have to choose to support me, it's Mr. Toucanit's as well. You could choose to support him. I believe right now all he has is Discord membership. He might have Twitch. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But regarding the public server, I've gotten a few questions as to why I am not playing it as much as I have played other seasons. And I'm worried that when I set this server up, I did not make something clear. I'm worried that, I mean, it's there in the Discord It's in the announcements. It's everywhere. This server is this current public world is just until the pack launches. I am using this season to continuously change configs and add performance mods to try and dial in the performance of all the mods 9 as best as possible, to figure out what items or systems or transportation methods that we have to quote unquote ban on the server, what's bad for it, what's good for it, so that when the pack launches, we can have a well-performing all the mods 9 public server people can join. And that's what this season's about. I've been doing lots of back end of profiling constantly, especially with Spark, going through the logs, making adjustments. Like an hour ago, I've just adjusted some AE2 config settings to try to improve AE2 performance. If anyone's curious, there's a setting for how much of a tick time can be assigned to AE2 trying to calculate an autocraft. And by default, that number is 5. If you go higher, more of the tick can be used for the calculation. So like, you know, when you go to queue a craft and it says calculating, and then eventually it says, here's what's needed, and you press start. If you up that time, the amount of time you wait for the craft to be ready goes down at the cost of performance. Well, the problem we're having right now, and something we're going to have to look into, there's too much auto crafting queues going on every tick on the server. So I've lowered the allowed amount of time down to 3, and we're going to trial that for a little bit. I think I'm going to make a video regarding how to make auto crafting less intensive on your server owner. The biggest thing is, like, people put crafting cards in export buses, interfaces, stuff like that. But the crafting pattern only crafts one of the item. And the problem with that is it keeps trying to send this item, and for every single item, it has to go through the entire AE2 inventory of that network, find the items for the craft, put them in the processor, craft the item. And that adds up. A quick and dirty of how you can make it perform better is to change your patterns. So that, for instance, if you are outputting, I don't know, the uranium mix for mechanism into your fissile fuel line, don't have it craft 1 at a time. Have it set to where it crafts 1,000 in the pattern, so that one auto craft is queued for 1,000 items, and then once it's through those 1,000 items, it does another, instead of 1 and just slamming the server. Other thing regarding the public server, I had some more. Hold on, there was another question. Someone asked me, how do I put this? Someone asked me regarding bans and such on the server, and I need to make a tab in my Discord with all the server rules. At this time, yes, we have some rules in place to help server performance. And if you disobey them, no, I'm not going to ban you. What we're doing is we'll try to educate people regarding the rules and show them what they can do to not violate the rules. And the only time a ban would ever even be considered for someone not following the server performance rules is if someone is intentionally, repeatedly violating the server rules and trying to conceal it, in the sense of how thermal evaporation towers are banned. We have a public lithium dimensional tank and a public sodium dimensional tank. You don't need to build the multi-block. And let's say someone keeps getting caught building that multi-block and they bury it underground, and that's when a ban would be considered. But no, just because a moderator comes to your base and says, hey, you need to change this, you're not going to get banned. On to the next news. I did previously announce that there was going to be 2 more server launches last week. I've had to reconsider. I'm reevaluating a lot of things right now. I was going to launch a Vault Hunters 3 whitelisted server and a FTB Skies whitelisted server. But I realized those are just mod packs, things I want to do. I haven't really polled if anyone else would be interested in doing that. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to add in Discord eventually sometime this week a poll of what other mod packs people would be interested in playing among a list I generate of the packs I want to play. Because all it is here's the packs Fallen's going to be playing. Would you be interested in playing them with him? Now, these servers are going to be whitelist. I'm having an internal debate. I have the supporter server for all the mods 9. Whether the whitelist will be supporter only or just you have to ask me if you can join the server, I'm not 100% sure on. And the fact I hadn't decided that yet means I really couldn't launch those servers yet. So stay tuned for the additional upcoming servers. And on to the, I think, possibly last subject of the Sunday news with Fallen is variety. For those who don't know, we've talked many times, multitudes of times over the past year of I did not intend to be a solely Minecraft content creator. It just happens to be all I'm focusing on. I do play other games, a lot of other games. Not as much recently. My health has been a problem. I've hardly been gaming. But I'm starting to get healthier again and playing other games. And I kind of want to... I know for sure the Twitch channel will be variety. I will stream other games there. I'm just trying to debate what of the variety will actually go on the YouTube channel. Ideally, I just want to throw it all on. I want my YouTube channel to be about Fallen PumpKing, not about Minecraft, if that makes sense. Here is the gamer, server host, IT nerd Fallen PumpKing, and here's everything he's doing. And if you enjoy interacting with him and hanging out, subscribe to the channel. So I'll have to see what I do about that, where I go with that. But there is going to start being variety as of today. We haven't done variety in months and months. But for instance, I'm playing Power World on a server I threw up with some friends. We just started that. I play World of Warcraft, and the new season of Discovery season's coming out. I play a multitude of other games, especially a lot of tower defense games. And I'm going to be streaming those on Twitch. What makes it to YouTube? Not sure. Also, I've got a Skyrim series I want to start. That one will go on YouTube for sure. Oh, okay. I remembered the other things. Another type of content that's going to be coming to the channel is for those who don't know, I have quite a beast computer and quite a really nice setup. And I really, as a viewer, not as a content creator, I like watching demos people make of here's Cyberpunk 77 at 4K 60 FPS with these settings, with this graphics card, with this CPU, with this RAM. I really like watching those. And I think it'd be fun, since I game in 4K, I have a super high-end enthusiast system. I think it'd be fun to make some of those where there may not be commentary. It'll just be, here's how this game looks. We'll see. Either way, as you can probably take away from this video, I am evaluating. I'm deciding and changing my mind on a million things. And I just want to say a huge thank you to anybody that sticks with it and hangs out with me. I can't even begin to describe how much I have enjoyed getting to meet so many of you and play games with you guys. People that I now consider friends that I wouldn't have met otherwise. And we're almost at 600 subscribers. Can you believe it? 600. Thanks so much, everybody. You guys are great. Really. On that note, we've promised a setup tour since 300 subscribers. But the problem is, my setup's been constantly changing. We've been rearranging our apartment. We've been moving things. Things haven't been to the standard I want them, but I finally have everything I need to finish my mini studio. Later today, I'm going to be wall mounting my 3 main monitors and then putting up all of my sound foam and such, and putting up posters and finish cleaning up everything behind me. I finally cleared off my, which way do I move? My 3D printer shelf, because I do 3D printing. Might make some videos on that. Who knows? So the setup tour is coming. As soon as I'm done, once I am like, this is my setup, I'm not going to be changing it in a month. That's when I'll make the setup video. And everybody can see the stats of everything I use, what I use, and all that good stuff. If you've made it this far, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel, because your guys' support means the world to me. I hope everybody has a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be in the world, and I'll catch you next time. But for now, bye-bye.